A positive work environment is a collaborative, welcoming place where people help and support one another. Ramping up support for lactating employees helps create a culture that values and supports each member of the team.
Workplace support is something that I've always strived for because moms do not get that. And unfortunately for them, they have to make that tough decision. Is it about continuing lactation and having a tough conversation with my supervisor who is male and I'm a woman who is uncomfortable with that? Or are they thinking, I'm not going to have the time to do this and there's no place other than a bathroom for me to express milk?
The advice I would give others, especially in the quick service industry or any restaurant industry is for me, it's about how do we help support our employees? How do we make them feel comfortable, engaged, and really feel that they have the opportunity to support not only themselves, but their child in a safe environment. And that's really, for me, should be first and foremost. I think the second thing is this could be a differentiator. So if you think about it, this could be a differentiator for those that don't want to go down the path of putting a little bit extra effort in it. It's not a lot of effort, but a little extra effort in to make sure that the policies are in place. You educate your employees, specifically education of your managers as well around the practices and policies you have. You ensure that those are adhered to and followed. And really, it's not that difficult. It's just another added benefit that we provide, and we see it as a benefit that we provide. We don't see it as something that is going to be an inhibitor for us in our restaurant. It's a matter of having those right conversations, and it's on both ends. The employee has to be part of the solution, but the managers have to live up to the commitments that we have. And so that's really, for me, is as I looked at it, is how do we not do this, right? This is simple. This is fairly easy. If we can solution and do things in the right way to make sure that we follow through on our commitment to our employees, I think that's all that matters.
We are a big advocate for our members and cheerleaders, to cheer them on. Breastfeeding is a natural act, but it is not easy, and they need a lot of support and encouragement, resources, education to help them with their journey.
A mother who is expressing her milk, and sometimes that can't be put on a regular schedule. Sometimes that expression is every 4 hours, sometimes it's every 2 hours, and sometimes, there's additional needs and it can't all fit inside of a box. But what it does is it needs to be a comfortable and a private environment for that person.
For us, it's just supporting employees and eliminating the barriers to make sure that everyone is able to work. So in our missions department, we continually work with individuals and try to work through these very same things. And those can be hard discussions with your employer. And I think the biggest thing for us is just actually living our mission. So, our mission is building lives that work. And so to do that, supporting mothers and families is a natural part of that.
People supporting people within your job, letting someone know you support their goals and you can cover for them for 15 minutes and what can I do to help you? Something as simple as when your colleague is going to go pump, getting them a glass of water, a snack, something like that goes a really long way for someone who's already frustrated and struggling. So just little signs of support within where you work to make it more of a family-friendly environment.
It just isn't that hard, and you'll reap so many benefits from making changes like this. Your employees will be thrilled that you've done this for them. They're going to be better employees. They're going to work better when they're on the job, less distracted. They're not going to miss work because they're sick, and they'll be more committed to you.
To know that you're not going to have your job be in jeopardy or your reputation be compromised because you're trying to keep a little person alive. And that experience, the way that I had I felt so embraced as I returned to work with this agenda of trying to breastfeed and trying to come back to work. All of it increases the spirit here at Ohio State. It increases the way that we're able to come together and really truly feel like a family here.